Welcome, everyone, to Charlotte and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Blue Devils will kick this away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Florida Gators offense has the football first here today. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Ball moves to the 37 on the game. It's first down. They'll run it to the left. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Hold it. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Handoff running right. Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. So Duke's offense comes out for their first possession today. Each team is kind of led, Kirk, by one of those alpha linebackers they are counted on for so much every week.
Well, he's got to be physical in that box area, but also have the ability to play out in space against these teams that like to throw the football. Both these guys can do all of that.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Caught over the middle. It's Aurora. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time.
Down he goes. A sack. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. He's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Duke. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Returner looking to make a play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Blue Devils offense has back out of the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Aurora. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. The Blue Devils hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Second down, we're going to throw it. tight end makes the grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Oh, what a move to break into the clear. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the Blue Devils will crank up the tempo.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Blue Devils looking to keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. And at first down, they go right back to him. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field when he comes for his second punt of the game. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Hey, guys up front, line up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. We'll talk strategy here.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinators calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Quick throw to the left. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, the quarterback aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. This pass is caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Blue Devils move into the red zone.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he knocks that one right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw.
The Gators will kick this deep to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
On their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Powering through the defender. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw, but really it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Oh, and he fumbles. He quickly lands on it and prevents the turnover.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And now from the pistol formation. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
And the Gators are in the red zone now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Will he score here? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Gators will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gators. And they will claim the second half lead.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st down and 10.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Quick throw, catch made. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And as we wrap up the third quarter, check out the comparison of these big play wide receivers. Both guys have been lighting it up so far today. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. It's a quick tackle, spot the ball at the 11, and a red zone opportunity now.
If you call a quick out on third down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on third down. And the protection breaks down yet again. Another sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
Right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And it's Field, the returner, trying to create good field position here. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Great move there. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You'd think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Here's the second down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. And now the handoff. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. First and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming up, second down and goal. They're going to run it here. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field.
Quarterback.
Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Going with the old counter run here. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides.